Hey guys, today we're going to do something a little more fancy. I am going to be playing with glitter. I will probably regret this decision because glitter is the herpes of the makeup world and it's going to get everywhere and I'm going to be finding glitter for 6 days. Okay, I'm already regretting this decision. Okay, the glasses are gone and now I can't see. I'm going to get rid of my bangs. They're a little long. Ooh, get those clipped back. This is a sexy, fancy look, isn't it? It's a new trend. I love it. It's the quarantine hairdo. No, it's the makeup artist hairdo where everyone gets this look when you start doing makeup. Glitter gets everywhere, everywhere. So I always recommend if you're doing loose glitter pigments or loose pigments or anything that's going to be really heavy fallout and just get everywhere, do your skin afterwards. I'm using Midnight Loose Powder and my Crown Jumbo brush. And I'm setting it right light on top of my skin, but just kind of heavy. And it looks kind of like I've been doing some eye cocaine. And I haven't, I promise. This is just all natural me. I'm not a real big fan of silver right up here. A lot of times it can look garish and kind of clash with the skin. So, alright, so before I put any shadow on, I kind of need to get my lids prepped. Alright, get that in place. I'm going to blend it out with my finger. I'm going to start with my brow bone first. I'm going to use a flat shadow brush, just using a skin tone just to set along my brow bone up here. I'm going to start with my inner lid first, and I'm going to be using the Take the Crown color. It is a pressed, very creamy shadow, and as you can tell, it packs on like amazing. It's a beautiful color. Because even without the glitter, this will be a really pretty eyeshadow pattern, and playing with silvers, the glitter just takes it to a whole new level. Even though I'm using glitter, I like to do a base color underneath any of the glitters I use, because sometimes glitter won't be as really solid once all over. So if you're doing a nice base of a matching color, it really adds some more depth and dimension to what you're trying to go for. All right, now I'm going to do my outer lid, and for my outer lid, I am going to be using a little bit of a darker silver, and this one is called Shiny Object, and it's from the same palette. I'm going to pick up some more on here, and I'm going to set that out here and blend it inwards. Alright, I've laid down the outer, and now I'm going to start working on my crease and get that all done. I'm going to take a darker gray. This one is called Treasure Trove. And it's a dark gray. I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to just set that in my crease and blend. Okay, I'm now going to be picking up another gray to add a little more dimension. This one is called Dazzleum. These are all from that same palette. And I'm going to use this to add a little more dimension. I'm going to go for the gusto since we're doing glitter. And I'm going to be using a little bit of black in the crease to add a little more depth and to help contour my eye a little bit more. Same palette, I'm going to be using Rocks On, which is a black. It's got a little bit of glitter to it. And I'm going to pack that heavy right here and keep it down close to my lid. I don't want to blend it up high because I'm using it as a contour, not an overall color. At the end of the video, I will be listing everything I used. Now to help finish blending, I'm going to take a little more of Treasure Trove and throw that back into the crease to make sure I have a nice transition between the black and the grays. So now I have my crease and I have my lids. And now I'm going to add in the bling. And then I'll do additional touch-ups and stuff like that underneath the eye and stuff once I've done my skin. A lot of people use eye primer to set glitters, and there's special primers that you can use that are specifically for glitters. I found though that just using a little bit of the MAC Fix Plus and dampening my brush and picking up the glitter works really well, and it tends to last and stay, and that way I can just set it right over whatever shadow I'm doing. And I find it works better than almost any other primers that I've ever used to get glitter and loose pigments to stay. I'm going to use a flat shadow brush. I'm going to get a little bit of moisture on it from the MAC, and then I'm going to pick up the really light silver glitter and set that on my lid. Glitter! There's so much glitter. Now I'm going to clean out my brush a little bit. So I'm going to switch glitters, pick up a little more moisture, and then switch to a darker silver for the outside. Glitter gets everywhere, so I'm using a clean, firm brush to kind of flick away some of the excess so I can control where I have it. My upper eye is done, and now I need to go in and do my skin so I can do my lower liners and eyebrows and all of that. I am going back to the Such palette by Morphe, and I'm going to do some under eye shadow. I'm going to take the really light silver, which was called Take the Crown, and I'm going to set that just at the inner waterline. Setting that there is going to catch light and help my eyes look a little larger. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the dark gray, which was Treasure Trove, and I'm going to set that on my outer waterline. Take a very small shadow blender, take more of Treasure Trove, and do a smudgy blend under the eye. Now I'm going to use some gel eyeliner and give me a little bit of a wing. It's not going to be a super big or fancy one because I'm blind. So that's what you're going to get. Add a touch of shimmer highlights to help accentuate my eye. I am using Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, one of the Volts. Now I gotta give myself some eyebrows and some lips and some mascara. And there you go. Glitter and sparkle.